This is a layer matrix for ordinary residential building, wherein every parameters has been declared with a specific layer name and color code. First we will see the plot boundary. The feature is plot boundary. The layer name is plot underscore boundary, and the color code is green here. Green. Every layer has to be drawn using polyline or closed polygon. That is, after drawing your plan to the required shape or dimension or everything, then with a zero layer. First you need to draw your drawing with zero layer. Then you need to superimpose the layer matrix to the specific boundary area for declaration of this layer, or you can use match properties of the layer code. Likewise, building footprint has been declared as a closed polygon. Coverage, block covered area, it is in blue color, like so on. Built up area, height of the building are to be declared in a dimension format. Dimension, height of the building of different blocks of the building shall be drawn as dimension in the section using layer specified in the specific color code. Likewise, setback. See, the color code for a setback is yellow. Then coming to staircase. Regarding staircase, you have to declare with different color codes. For regarding staircase has to be declared in three formats. One is staircase width, then staircase flight, then staircase landing. Likewise, you have to declare living hall, bedroom, child bed, kitchen, bath, water closet, north direction, key plan, parapet height, and rainwater harvesting. Likewise, and so on. As I said earlier, some of the parameters are being declared using layers and some other using as a text format. Text formats are being entered using the plan info. In the plan info, you need to enter the basic aspects, that is basic details of the site location, like plot number, RS number, ward number, block number, TS number, revenue village, commune bar municipality, and then the region. Then plot depth, plot width, plot area, etc. in as per the details available in the revenue records. Then comes EWS building, whether you need to commit that building is EW and comes under the EWS category or other. Then comes the area type. Area type is nothing but of where the site exactly locates. It's an indication of the location of the site, that is whether the building may falls in the, whether the location may be treated as a continuous building area or the area apart from the continuous building areas, wherein CBA is mentioned for continuous building area. If the site location falls in the continuous building area, then you need to enter it as CPA. If it is not so, then you have to enter it as other area. Then comes CRZ. You need to enter whether the site falls within the CRZ limit or not. If the site falls within the CRZ limit, then you need to enter CRZ area as 1, 2 or 3 likewise. If it is does not falls under the CRZ limit, then you need to enter no. Then road width. Then you need to define the width of the road of the abutting to the site. Then land use zone. Coming to Mahe, there is no land use. and for other region like Karaikal and Yanam, there would be some land use for the site, that is residential, commercial or rural area likewise. Then you need to declare whether the building near the monument or whether the building is abutting river or nearer to river. Then you need to enter NOC for construction of when the construction near airports. You need to declare whether the site falls within the funnel area of airport, for which the Government of India has also notified a CCZ map. NOC railway. If the site abuts within 30 meters of from the railway boundary, then you have to mention whether the site falls within the 30 meters or not, wherein you have to enter it yes or no. And if the site falls in any acquisition proceedings, wherein earlier it might be in the acquisition, now it has been lifted, then you need to enter whether it falls or not, wherein it has to be mentioned as yes or no. Then comes irrigation department NOC. Irrigation department, if the site supports any canal, river, lake, pond or anything, you have to obtain NOC from the concerned department, for which you have to mention whether you got it or not. Then comes rainwater harvesting. Rainwater harvesting, you need to declare whether rainwater harvesting has been declared in the plan or not. Then coming to the declaration part of the engineers. So far it is not in practice. Now what are all the things which are not being scrutinized by the auto DCR, that is with regard to plan info and layer matrix, wherein apart from that the engineer need to give a declaration with the above. That is, the engineer need to declare the plot boundaries, plot measurement, other details shown in the site plan have been verified at site and found correct. Then he has to certify the land use of the site and drawings are in conformity with the provisions of the comprehensive development plan and bylaw. Then the drawings are in conformity with the provisions of Pucheri building bylaw read with amendments. And coming to other parameters like wall thickness, ventilation, energy conservation provision, rainwater harvesting, septic tank and soak pit arrangement, projections, ramps, terrace plan, headrooms are in compliance with the Pucheri building bylaw and zoning regulation. These are all the things which the system is not scrutinizing. Then the engineers certifying these things, the details provided are in compliance with the norms. And when coming to permission for well with the Mahai region, then the engineers need to certify safe hygienic distance of well from the soak pit has been maintained as per norms. This has to be certified by the engineer in the plan. These are all the basic things which has to be entered in the building plan for auto scrutiny. After completing all these things, using any tool you can convert the file to the DXF format. Then the DXF format will be uploaded to the system for auto scrutiny. Now we will see the submission of DXF file to the system.